Next up is me, actually. So Stephen Mooney, I'm going to share my screen just to show you my square, which is this one here, grid reference 6E3, which is focused on West Byfleet. So for me, in responding to the project, I suppose, I was looking at boundaries, body, territory as my way to read through this, which is an old fighting fantasy game book called Daggers of Darkness. And one of the things that I find most interesting about the game books is the rhetoric of commerce and violence that underlies them. And it struck me as relevant to oh, again, that's not showing. How odd. Now, if I hold it at an angle, it works. How funny is that? That's my adventure sheet. That's my character sheet. So I did actually play the book, played it with this in mind, and this is the first part of that. And connects, as I say, the language of these novels to my reading of boundary and economics and violence in that sense. So, Daggers of West Byfleet, Fighting Fantasy 35. 1. You to the boundary by order divide the two off two poison adventure thicker and rock a body obelisk do or do the body first. 89. You the body protruding it is with its poison and speaks yes for dead to hiss do you. 314. Along the keeping West Byfleet yourself fast flowing it is a wizened tatters would like to earn on alone. 22. She rubs her glee to a bastard. Can you get it for me, my lovely? Encircled odd armor, barking mouth, mark off, you force, hag got, pay, turn to, park and skate park. 241. Gloat a spell, a golden makes the following, of many overturning the great, look the pattern, is the remember the top fashion, up the chest, the opposite rough by the old woman. 115, down for some, a huge come something, and squawk, they are trying to help, do you profile. 374, approach the worm, pull out your slash, carried a mountain, is anyway down. 172, whose name is over a great forest, out to greet the cliff Byfleet, in great present adventure sheet, creature offer, which land or the land. 287, follow and open occasionally direction, the local town of Torres, merge of orcs who passes, get off and take your crowd. 308, standing in the middle filter, searches, always searches me, I've got like in the land, Chogrum, by the way, sniff at you. 255, the crowd spills, the small town, if you, someone sensibly in your boot, mark it in a days, right? 107, you join surrounding a box. Shearwater is a throw double plus your course risk. 125, push the front, the Gambler London orbital, mark the 213. Up a stall and braver involves hitting of daggers this test market. 344, walking wealthy. Do you know anyone to trade? Go to the same process. The town of Torres. 110, you seek the situation to him, 20 gold coins, well wander turn. 280, the road to Uzuz, also the fare, ask one that much, do you agree anyway? 364, you hand and sniggers climb the horses, shadow of a knock-locked assassin off the somehow to the left, to the right. 90, land luck. However, bulls compare 2 dice, the speed gores up into butt once for a branch knocks. 176, up to on a bed, crystal met, Uzuz is up, the honor you, the side of a path, shake to. 258, the hut blown, who is called middle fierce, the last foot, asunder, throw of your woodham, of the bulls, for you, fail here. 28, you are the maze, you stand in formally, many but the true path, the guarding cocks its levelly, its spell note otherwise. 237, talon tight, your all else is still, the top is the north, you shall have its body towards 366. 366. Enter the great, walk south, slam. Now we are the maze who, do you take this or 136. Old rive ditch, a door, it is a dwarf who, the door then, long clawed, out you win. 292, you are faced with a choice, take. 25, gazing at one of confidence, select also from the walls and take 3, shut 2. 207, you can and won the south, a crashing, way will east. 66, gets nearer, down the light, a very loud lifting, and up slide, we're in, now we're a mamlik, the mamlik, through it, do you drop? I'm speaking with two voices now. 324, you stand facing. 190, the tunnel is of a blazing trudge, which sprigs made up, do you, next door. 248, carefully and die, sheet, another door. 393, you are faced, the one heading. 377, suddenly burned up or something, you step, you choose, third. 228, dislodge the true, on the reverse, speaks, the moment, it is a mamlik, to glances and breaks and throw, how to use it, otherwise you units a metal shut to 95. 95, suddenly out gore, out one to the west, you twisted stone. 380, the ground shakes and chunks are unlucky to endure, to an open, the door, its hinges, and bump, the only clear north to 264. The haze and roof is that of an orc. No, sir, wants them all, the crumbling to prize the left. 78, out through the outside, sight when orcs terrain, orc in your present. 21, creep along, the guardian, a hillside, that you are safe, blazing, bends down to be through water, part, and face. 345, lands and stands, refuse off the scrubby hillside, deeply, and she would be a good Blue Gates hole, didn't quite make it. And that's the end of the first part of that piece.